place on December 18th, Sunday, December 18th, in Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, on the beach and in a villa in Puerto Plata. And so I'm very excited to sort of give this intro to this first retreat, spiritual retreat that I host on the island. I'm really excited because one of my goals for 2022 was to begin hosting yoga retreats, wellness retreats, meditation retreats, healing retreats, spiritual retreats, and also writers retreats on the island. And I did kick off my first writers retreat this summer, and I also kicked off a first spiritual ceremony on the island, which was really beautiful and intimate. And so it feels right on this 11/11 with this beautiful energetic portal that's being open today to like set an intention for this offering that I'm bringing to the community. And so Sunday, December 18th is the day after the festive day that we honor in my religion, Babaluaye, Saint Lazarus. And that Saturday, I'm going to be in ritual all day, also preparing for the event on Sunday. And the Sunday event kicks off at 5 a.m. and it's from sunrise to sunset. And it is a day filled with yoga and meditation and prayer and workshops and really connecting to spirit. We're going to be by the ocean. We're going to be in nature. We're going to eat really delicious food. And so I came on today for that to share a little bit of what I'm going to be offering that Sunday. And so I'm really excited to be incorporating music and dance, and a lot of release work, a lot of ceremony. There'll be a lot of spiritual ceremony. So the retreat is called Rebirth, Renacer, because I really wanted to do something before the year ended to honor all that we have lost this year, the year prior, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 10 years ago. And so the idea is to open up our day of healing with rituals that are grounded in a lot of release work. And so I'm excited about that, right? A lot of ceremony with fire and cutting cords and visioning and actually taking steps toward the life that we say we want, right? So the Rebirth Renacer retreat is that, like, we are giving birth to something new. We are giving birth to ourselves. We are allowing things to die. We are closing a chapter to begin anew. And so I'm really excited about holding this space. It's from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Breakfast is included, lunch is included, and a lot of spiritual gifts shared. So I came on just to take your questions. I did receive some messages via the WhatsApp. And so on the flyer, there's a phone number to message, to send, any questions that you may have. So I came on to do a Q&A, right? And so one of the questions that was posed was, are there accommodations? I am not offering accommodations because it is a day retreat, right? And so I have a list of Airbnb options that if they're, those of you who are interested in like booking a room to fly out, those of you who are like here, I can send you that information. So all you have to do is message me and ask. Another question that was asked is, what airport do we fly into? There's an airport in Puerto Plata, but also flights sometimes are cheaper into Santo Domingo. And so I would, or Santiago, I would check flights because, you could get, there are buses that can take you to the retreat or to Puerto Plata. And so I'm on here to answer any questions you might have, fam. Ask away. Beautiful. I love that, Yabo. Santo Yabo. I love that. I love that. If you send me, so Yabo, the Instagram that says Señorita 1996 has a travel agency. If you need assistance booking your travel, she would be happy to help you with that. And so I will put that in a newsletter or website for y'all to come. I want to start with why I decided to have this conversation today on this 1111 portal. So the number one is about ascension, right? That pinned website are for those of you who would like assistance booking your travel for the retreat. So it's www.evotravelagent.com/Firmeza96. So FIRMEZA 96. This is the ascension portal. Ascension is one of my favorite words, and it is where I'm at in my life right now. And so all of my work feels like it needs to be in direct alignment with my ideas of ascension. And ascension is not necessarily linear, right? It's not, vamos a tropezar mucho. We're going to slip and fall many fucking times on our way to ascension. Like ascension is not this. Ascension can be this. It's there are levels to it, to this ascension. And so ascension essentially is all about growth, right? It's about forward movement. It's about awakening. It's connecting to stability. It's balance and harmony and self-mastery, right? Something is opening right now. And many of us are noticing that our ascension, our expansion, our spiritual growth, our spiritual awakening is happening at a rapid rate. Like something is shifting, the things that we find ourselves asking for, we are seeing manifest quicker than we've ever experienced. And that's the universe letting us know that because we are vibrating on this higher level and really connected to our higher self, the universe is saying, of course, we're bringing it to you faster because you're catching up to me. You're catching up to what I'm and I'm speaking for the universe when I say they want the best for us. The universe wants the best for us. The universe is rooting for us. The universe wants us to live in harmony, wants us to be happy, wants us to know love, wants us to grow and expand and trust and surrender. The universe wants us to know that we're constantly co-creating with it. And so when we are not creating, we are not honoring what the universe does. So this portal that's open right now, today, is that invitation to deepen our practices, to get closer to our goals, to managing our lives in ways. I'm finding myself very attracted to people on Instagram who live a good life. Here's why. And when I say live a good life, I'm talking about people who fold clothes, wipe off counters, hang their clothes, put plate food in such a way that it looks like art, dance to music while cleaning their house, Windexing the windows, the mirrors, sweeping the house, blessing their homes and children. Like, I'm finding myself really attracted to that and speaking it, right? Like, let my eyes see things that are beautiful and make me feel close to the life I want and see and envision for myself. Like, I am obsessed with drawer organizers. Like, it has like, to some of you that might seem like so random in this conversation, but ascension looks like order. And not order in the way that you might think. I'm not saying ordering my life like I'm in control. I am not in control of the wheel. What I am saying is that if I am decluttering my home and I am getting rid of clothes that don't serve me, like my favorite pants that just tore here in Florida at the ass, and my entire family, I was dancing and cleaning and not wanting to get rid of these pants. But Spirit was saying to me, Alicia, they're my travel pants. I wear them every trip. I wear them flying to the US and I wear them returning to the Dominican Republic. It's a thing. But Spirit was saying, Alicia, you're in your ascension. And so even the pants got to go. And I threw them out this morning and that hurt my soul. They're my like camo military green. I love them. But Spirit was like, yo, it's all good. So I went to JCPenney today and used my mother's little discount. My mother has a lifetime discount for JCPenney because she retired from JCPenney. She worked there for many years. And I went to go shop for the son of the woman who owns the colmado near my house in DR. And I was looking for clothes for him. And I said, yo, let me see if I find myself a pair of pants. And I went and I bought myself these really beautiful, corduroy, maferefun, oshun, yellow, brownish yellow, copper, brown corduroy pants. And I share that because ascension looks like that. Ascension looks like closing this chapter, closing this chapter so that you can be open to something new. We cannot build using the tools from the past that didn't work. We cannot repeat those cycles because we will repeat the same results. And that's not what we say we want. And so on this 11/11, with this beautiful portal open, there's something we're being called to understand, right? There's something that we're being called to see. This is also an important time of year because as a santera, as a priestess, I'm very mindful and paying attention to what is happening in the world these last few weeks of the year. And as a religious person, as a spiritual person, I understand that this is a very important time for introspection, for meditation, for quieting the mind, which is why I am hosting a retreat on December 18th. Why am I hosting a retreat? Because I want to hold space, a really beautiful, spiritual, sacred ceremony to give thanks to Obatala, Maferefun Obatala, Oshanla, Maferefun Obatala, Maferefun Oshanla. For those of you who are wondering what to pack for this trip, bring your yoga mat. Bring something white to wear, white to wrap your hair for a ceremony, but your yoga clothes for the beach, your bathing suit for the water, because we're going into the water. We're doing some things, and I will send you a private email with everything that I want you to do and the things that we'll be doing. Oh my phone. Yeah, my yeah. Whoa. Getting downloads, sitting right here with y'all. Hang on. Oui. Diache. Okay. Wow. Oof. Okay. 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 Wow. Oh, I just got chills. So what was I saying? What was I saying? I was praising Obatala and Oshanla, the Orishas that reign this year. And so I was also asking folks to bring something white to wear for some ceremony. Y ¿qué más? What to pack? Stuff to bring, yes. The truth is, just come ready for a sacred ceremony, right? We are going, yeah, I don't want to give it all away, but there are a lot of ceremonies with the water at this retreat. A lot of rebirth ceremony. Oh, my favorite phone, yeah, Maya. Wow. Yeah, Maya. Yeah, Maya is saying things to me right now. I'm really excited because, family, as a santera, I find myself more and more being in alignment with the work that I came here to do. As a sister, as a friend, as a mentor, as an elder, as a mother, as a writer, as a lover, as a daughter. Like, I feel like for as much as I have disobeyed, right? For as much as I have disobeyed and got it wrong in my life, my spiritual journey is the thing that I have gotten right. Listening to spirit and allowing myself to be guided by spirit has been the most miraculous thing in my life. The fact that I could know at 20 years old, being a new mom, you cannot raise this new human, this child. You cannot bring her up in this world with the shit you were raised with. You have got to learn some new skills, because right now you got to be in the business of saving yourself so that in turn they will save themselves, the daughters that you will have. And so for me, this retreat is very much that, for those of you who will say yes, because it's an investment, right? It's not an expensive retreat, actually, at all. It's $111, $111 for the day. And that's the early bird rate. And then it's $150 for those who purchase it after November 20th. At November 20th, it's at its own, but it's nothing. But it is an investment. It is an investment, because when you choose to, like those of you who are in DR, you'll be paying for public transportation and somewhere to stay. Those of you traveling, you'll be booking a room. And so you are coming to receive something. And the intention is that you allow yourself to renacer, to be born. And so ask me questions. That's why I'm here. I have shared all the things, I think. Hey, Stephanie. What's up, fam? Talk to me. Ask me anything. Ask me anything. I want to know. You know, as I think about as I think about on this special day, 11/11, I was just going to say that. I was going to say, this is the time to claim your life. This is the time to claim your life right now. This is the time to claim your life. This is the time to move towards your purpose. This is the time to plant the seeds. This is the time to celebrate your wins. This is the time to be in gratitude, to be in gratitude. This is the time to offer, to give offerings, to prepare a meal for your ancestors. You know, there's a portal open, right? And it's a very energetic, there's a lot of energy where there are a lot of, and there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of shifts, a lot of moons and red moons and eclipses. And there's a lot of fast movement right now, a lot of energetic pulls. But the truth of the matter, this is the time where you reclaim you. You reclaim your purpose, your spirit, your life. You reclaim yourself. You know why I started late and you all saw me with my towel on and everything? Because I gave myself a scrub. I did a scrub bath and I smell like mandarin oranges, because I didn't want to come on live without pouring into myself, period. So this portal being open for me is, and even with this eclipse moon and all of this moon, hello, my love, this moon, all of it is about me being right now. I am connecting to the energy of the universe, asking it to refill my cup. I'm bringing it to me. I am filling my body. You feel me? Yes. Clean your house, but also receive. Receive. You're doing a lot of writing. Maybe this is a wonderful day to write yourself a letter. Write a letter to yourself for this year. Write a letter to your future self. What is it that you are ready to call forth? You know, what are you ready to call forth? Bring it to you. Ask me anything, fam. Es viernes y el cuerpo lo sabe. Ask me anything. Anything. Mm-hmm. will there be a virtual option? I will think of something that I can offer virtually. I would like to for that day, so I will post about it as it gets closer, right? Maybe the first week of December, as I really meditate on all of the ceremonies, because a lot of the ceremonies for this retreat are going to be outside, by the ocean, singing bowls, and yes. How do I feel embracing today's affirmation card, the death card? Anybody who knows me knows, I am the daughter of Oya. She's my mother in the religion. And so, and also my signo in my religion is very connected to death. And so it's a hard question to answer for a few reasons. The first one is that while I respect and honor the cycles of death and rebirth, and I have been so blessed in my life after experiencing death, because that's the wild shit. Like, and I'm talking about death of a loved one when I talk about death, because there are many different deaths, right? There's deaths of family members, there's deaths in relationships, there are deaths in our spirit, in our mind, or you know what I'm saying? There are so many levels to death and shit that needs to die. And so death has been my greatest teacher by far, in that it has taught me the things that I must value in life, but also to never forget that I am living in a cycle, that I'm constantly dying, that I'm constantly reemerging, that I'm constantly giving birth to something, that I'm constantly in my awakening, that I'm not finally woke. That's the bullshit. You're not finally woke. I am aware. I get it wrong. And death gives me the opportunity to begin again, to allow some shit to just fucking die and be done with it. And so I embrace death and I welcome it. And I invited to my table for dinner, and I pour it the best champagne and prepare it a meal and pull up a chair and talk to me about whatever it is you need me to know. And what is it that you want to reveal to me? And where are we headed? And I will die a million times, and I will die a million more, right? And so embracing today's affirmation card, to me, I see death and I'm maferefun Oya, because I know that Oya is all about transitions and cycles, and me pulling that card is a confirmation and a reminder you are in a cycle. And of course I'm getting this card on the day that we're talking about the rebirth retreat that I'm hosting in the Dominican Republic, of course, because there has to be something that dies in order for something to be reborn. And that's the point. That's the point, isn't it? What do I recommend to someone who is starting their spiritual journey in Lukumi? Don't be in a rush. Don't be in a rush to be the high priestess card or the empress. Don't be in a rush to be Oshun and Yemaya and Oya or Changu. Don't be in a rush, because it is such a beautiful religion. What do I recommend? I recommend you pray. I recommend you sit by the ocean and get closer to Yemaya if she's who you have an affinity towards. I invite you to go to the places where you will find Elegua, the forest. If it's Ogun you love, or Chosin, you love justice, Maybe you're getting, statues that are syncretized with these saints. But the first thing, that is important for everyone who is interested in Lukumi to understand is that our religion is very much syncretized with Catholicism and this idea of honoring the ancestors, and having altars for the ancestors before we can worship the deities. And that is because our ancestors were enslaved and brought to the countries that practiced the Lukumi. It didn't stay, the Yoruba tradition as it is practiced or was practiced in Nigeria. It changed, it metamorphosed into what it is today, right? Which is this merging of and remembrance of the ancestors while honoring the Orisha. And so for someone who's just beginning, I think it's important you know that. Sin muerto no hay santo. That is a phrase that we hear a lot in our religion, is that without the dead, there is no saint, there is no Orisha, because they were immortalized, they were human. The Orisha were human and then they die and become the Orisha. And so we have to remember that without those that have died, there is no saint. And that makes sense across the board, right? Saint this, saint that, saint this. So honor your ancestors, honor them. And if you don't know who they are, give thanks for the ones you know. You come from somewhere, you come from someone. How to be sure that your purpose is in fact your purpose? That's a wonderful question. Shit. When you know that there is nothing in the world that you could do or be. You could have a ton of projects, but your purpose is one. Your purpose might be to be someone who serves. Your purpose might be to educate. Your purpose might be to, practice healing arts, be a singer, be a dancer, be a that there is nothing in the world that you could be other than this. I gotta be honest, if you would have asked me, I'm 51 now, if you would have asked me 30 years ago, 30, Alicia, do you want to be a teacher, an educator? I would have told you to go fuck yourself. Get the fuck out of here with that. Hell no, I don't want to be nobody's teacher. Fuck teachers. I hated my teachers, for good reason. I have reason to have the trauma, have lived through the trauma that I lived through in high school and elementary school, middle school, and high school. I had some really shitty teachers. But then I grew up and I learned that my purpose was and has always been to share what I learned. And I have a very special experience because I come from a fucked up background. I come from some good shit and I come from some bad shit. And that makes me really special, I think. I come from Bushwick, just like I come from Harlem, just like I come from the Bronx, just like I come from, just like I come from struggle, struggle. And that makes me special. I think that makes me special. All of the shit that I've been through makes me special and makes me the authority on the shit that I teach and how I serve. It makes me the fucking authority. I am an authority because I know what I motherfucking know, and I live this shit. I'm just not, picking up a crystal, talking about, oh, this crystal. No, my ancestors were medicine people, and we are of the fucking earth. And so I was born with it. I'm not grasping for